He's laid out a number of times that there was no collusion, and he strongly feels this is a witch hunt. The president has also said that the IG report clearly calls into question the credibility of James Comey and many other senior FBI investigators who have been involved in the Russia investigation, and that report validates the claims that he's made repeatedly. Dave?
Thanks, Sarah. The governor of Massachusetts, who's a Republican today, reversed course and ordered the National Guard not to send assets or personnel to the southwest border because he said the actions of the federal government are resulting in the inhumane treatment of children. Would you comment on that, and have you seen any other impact on border operations from this whole situation?
I haven't seen his comments specifically, but I would tell him that he should call every member of Congress, particularly those in his own state, and ask them to fix the laws. There's only one body here that gets to create legislation, and it's Congress. Our job is to enforce it, and we would like to see Congress fix it. That's why the president has repeatedly called on them to work with him to do just that. Deborah?
What was the president's reaction to Laura Bush's piece in the Washington Post?
I'm sorry, what was the last part of your question?
What was the president's reaction to Laura Bush's piece in the Washington Post?
I didn't speak directly with him about that, but I'm happy to address the concerns and echo what Secretary Nielsen said. Look, we share the concern. The president himself said that he doesn't like this process, but once again, it's Congress's job to change the law. We're calling on them to do exactly that. And frankly, this law was actually signed into effect in 2008 under her husband's leadership, not under this administration. We're not the ones responsible for creating this problem. We've inherited it, but we're actually the first administration stepping up and trying to fix it. John?
Thank you, Sarah. I have here in my hands figures from the German Ministry of the Interior under Minister Seehofer, which says that crime has gone down 5.1% in Germany. In fact, it's the lowest rate in a quarter century in Germany. Violent crime down 2.4%, burglary down 23%, and theft down 11.8%. Where did the president get the statement that crime was way up in Germany under the Merkel plan for admitting refugees?
I'm not aware of the report that you're referencing, but I'd be happy to check into it and circle back.
German Ministry.
I heard that part, but I haven't seen it, but I'll be happy to check into it and circle back. John?
Thanks a lot, Sarah. I read the First Lady's statement that was put out, and she seems very troubled by this zero tolerance policy. Is there any sort of daylight between the president and the First Lady on this issue?
I think we've made it abundantly clear that the daylight exists between Democrats and Congress and their ability to change this law. The president himself said that he doesn't, he hates these images, he hates this process, and that's why he's asked for it to be fixed. I feel like we keep ignoring the fact that the president isn't the one that creates the law, but it's Congress's job to create the law. And the president's already laid out and gladly stated a number of times publicly that he would sign legislation that fixes these loopholes and fixes our immigration system. I think that people should be begging and banging down the doors of Congress and asking them to join with the president instead of fighting him, instead of constantly criticizing. Why aren't they offering solutions? You have people like Nancy Pelosi and Chuck Schumer who come out and complain and attack. It's because they have no message, they have no solutions. We've laid out a solution, and we'd like to see them work with us to put it in place. Steve.
Of this particular policy, besides the people that you mentioned on the Democratic side, are a number of Republicans and also some very prominent members of some of the president's base, evangelical Christians. Do you know if the president has heard from those members of his base, evangelicals in particular, had discussions with the president about this particular policy, and can you sort of fill us in on discussions the president may have had in that regard?
I think any evangelical or in any church for that matter that feels strongly they should open up their doors and help facilitate some of these individuals. I think that's their calling, that's the mission of the church, and they should certainly fulfill that. If they want to fix the immigration system, then they should call their members of Congress and ask them to join with us to do that. Steve. Sorry, Steve.
There's some confusion about this Space Force that the president announced today. Did he actually sign anything Does he believe that this can be done without the approval of Congress? The Air Force appears opposed to it. Where is the support for